makes perfect, as they say, and that's exactly the scope of this video, because in this video we will practice together the past, the present, and the future. The way we will do that is by you helping me fill out this table. In this table, I prepared to you a set of vocabulary, which we will first translate into Japanese, then we will put them into the present, then the past, and then the future. Let me first present to you the important patterns that I want you to follow throughout this practice. I'm sure you already know that there are two types of adjectives in Japanese language. First, the ones that end in the hiragana I, and the ones that do not end in the hiragana I. When it comes to the present, things are very easy because in the present you don't need to worry about this classification whatsoever. In the present tense, what you need to do is the following. You take the adjective and add this. So if you want to say is happy, you would say ureshii desu. If you want to say is quiet, you would say shizuka desu. When it comes to the past, however, this classification becomes relevant because adjectives take a different form depending on which type they are. When it comes to the first category, what you do is the following. You take the adjective, cut the last I, add katta, and add this. When it comes to the second category, you do the following. You take the adjective and add deshita. So if you want to say was happy, you would say ureshikatta desu. If you want to say was quiet, you would say shizuka deshita. When it comes to the future, just like the past, this classification is relevant. In the first category, you do the following. You take the adjective, cut the last I again, add ku, and add naru desho. For the second category, you do the following. You take the adjective, add ni, and add naru desho. So if you want to say will be happy, you would say ureshiku naru desho. If you want to say will be quiet, you would say shizuka ni naru desho. Excellent. Now that we have it clear, let's do some practice together. First question. How do you say happy in Japanese? It would be ureshii, right? How do you say is happy? It would be ureshii desu, right? And how do you say was happy? The question I want you to ask, is there a hiragana I at the end? Is there one? Definitely yes. That means that we would follow pattern number 1, right? So how would that sound like? It would be ureshikatta desu, right? And how do you say will be happy? Same question, same answer, the pattern is in front of you. How do you say will be happy? It would be ureshiku naru desho, right? Great. Let's see the next one. How do you say skillful? It would be jouzu, right? How do you say is skillful? It would be jouzu desu, right? And how do you say was skillful? Is there a hiragana I at the end? Is there one? I see none. That means that we follow pattern number 2, right? It would be jouzu deshita, right? And how do we say will be skillful? Same question, same answer, the pattern is in front of you. It would be jouzu ni naru desho, right? Excellent. Let's see the next one. How do you say cute? In Japanese you would say kawaii. So how do you say is cute? It would be kawaii desu, right? And how do you say was cute? Is there a hiragana I at the end? I definitely see one. That means that we follow pattern number 1, right? It would be kawaikatta desu, right? And let's see the future. How do you say will be cute? Same question, same answer. The pattern is in front of you. You would say kawaiku naru desho, right? Alright, so let's see the next one. How do you say robust? It would be jobu, right? And how do you say is robust? It would be joubu desu, right? And what about the past? How do you say was robust? Is there a hiragana I at the end? Is there one? I see none. That means we follow pattern number 2, right? It would be joubu deshita, right? And let's see the future. How do you say will be robust? So the same question, same answer. The translation would be, please don't just sit back and listen. Use your head and come up with your own answers. If you don't put in the effort, you're not gonna become fluent. The only way you become fluent if you actually put in the effort and come up with your own answers. No matter how much I'm trying to build a ladder for you, if you do not put in the effort to climb on it, it's useless. So please come up with your own answers. If you need more time, pause this video, but come up with your own answers. Don't just sit back and listen. So how do you say will be robust? It would be 丈夫になるでしょう, right? Excellent. Let's see the next batch. How do you say unskilled? It would be 下手. So how do you say is unskilled? It would be 下手です. How do we say was unskilled? Is there a hiragana I at the end? Is there one? I see none. That means you know it. It would be 下手でした, right? And what about the future? How do you say will be unskilled? Same question, same answer. The translation would be 下手になるでしょう, right? Great. Let's see the next one. How do you say useful? Ah, that's a good one. In Japanese, you would say 便利. So how do we say is useful? It would be 便利です, right? Let's see the past. How do you say was useful? Is there a hiragana I at the end? Now careful, hiragana I, not Roman I, okay? As much as there is a Roman I, all we care about is the hiragana I. There is no hiragana here, okay? Careful. That means we follow pattern number 2, right? So it would be 便利でした, right? And how do we say will be useful? Same question, same answer. The translation would be 便利になるでしょう, right? Excellent. Let's see the next one. How do we say fast? In Japanese would be 早い. So how do you say is fast? It would be 早いです, right? And how do we say was fast? Which type is this? Does it have a hiragana I at the end? Definitely yes, right? So the pattern is in front of you. You would say 早かったです, right? Great. Let's see the next one. How do you say will be fast? There is a hiragana I at the end. That means that the translation would be 早くなるでしょう, right? Now let's see the last one. How do you say famous? In Japanese you would say 有名, and that's my favorite, and you will understand very soon why. Let's see how we can say is famous. In Japanese you would say 有名です. Now let's see the past. How do we say was famous? The classic question. Does it have a hiragana I at the end? And it does, right? However, this is one of the very rare exceptions where this rule doesn't work. Because even if yume has a hiragana I at the end, it would behave like an adjective that doesn't have a hiragana I at the end. So if you want to say was famous, it would be yume deshita. It would not be yumekatta desu. Okay? And the same applies for the future. If you want to say will be famous, even if it has that hiragana I at the end, it would be yume ni naru desho. It will not become yumeku naru desho. Now you may reasonably ask me, what's the deal with this yume? Why doesn't it fit into this nice, neat little structure that I was presenting to you so far? And the answer is that yume is one of those rare exceptions. In fact, it's so rare that I would say it's less than 2% of the time. So if you're a beginner, I would strongly encourage you not to bother with it. Because at the beginner level, simplicity is more important than 100% accuracy. So if you're a beginner, it's totally fine if you don't have this trait. However, if you're a nerd and you really want to understand it, then I strongly encourage you to check out this video. Because this video is specifically made for these exceptions. In this video, I'm covering how the language evolved, which is a crucial aspect when it comes to understanding such exceptions like that. Alright everyone, that makes it for this lesson. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you in my next lessons. Have a great day.